Hey guys, it's Lainey here with Steel Strength Training. I'm the nutrition specialist here at Steel, and today we're going to talk about this scale and kind of how to read that, what to look for, and so on and so forth. So let's get into it. I hope you enjoy my very fall scenery in the background. I'm really feeling that October fall vibe today, so I hope you enjoy it. I purposely sat here for that reason. So anyways, okay, so let's talk about it. So in terms of losing weight, a lot of my clients go based off of pounds, and so, which is okay. And we're going to talk about kind of what to look for, how much percentage of your body weight can you lose per week, things like that. So 0.1% of your body weight is the most of percentage of body weight that you should lose per week. Like, you should not go over that. That is the limit before we kind of get into that. Okay, we're not feeding ourselves enough. We're losing too much body fat or body weight per week. All right. So 0.5% of body weight is a good range of how much you should be losing. If you are on a diet and a deficit, that's a good range. So okay, so let's say someone is 200 pounds and they're doing, let's say, 500 calorie deficit. They will probably be losing around, especially in the beginning, 1% of their body weight. So if you did the math on that, that would be around 2 pounds for 1 week. All right. So generally, if you've had a call with me, generally I say with a 500 calorie deficit, that you should lose around 1 pound a week. So that's going to be what you'll be seeing at first with a diet and with a calorie deficit, and what you should be looking on in terms of the scale and numbers. So especially at first, week 1, week 2, week 3, sometimes if people have a big weight goal of losing, they will see bigger numbers in the beginning, and it'll kind of taper off towards the end as it gets harder to lose that weight, dependent on the person. So that's something to look out for. But I think, so that means if someone's heavier, they're probably going to lose at a faster rate than someone who's lighter and who's wanting to lose however many pounds. So if you did the math on that, someone who's 130 is going to losing 1% of their body weight per week is going to be less in pounds than someone who's 250. They're going to lose more pounds, but it's still the same percentage of body weight per week. So if that makes any sense, I hope it does. That'll kind of give you kind of a range, because I have some clients who said, hey, I'm losing more than 1 pound a week. Is that okay? And it is okay, because they're on the heavier side of the numbers. So their 1% is more pounds than the other person who's like 120 pounds. So 1% of your body weight kind of gives you more of an even scale of like, okay, what should I be looking for? It's pretty even all around. So where we like our clients to be would probably be in that 0.5 to 0.75 range of body weight per week is what they should be losing. That's kind of our sweet spot. Should feel sustainable, but it is okay to get up to that 0.1. We just don't want to go over that, because that's where we see more of that unsustainable, not fueling your body enough, not able to get through the workouts, not building enough muscle. That's where we see that issue. So we don't want to go above 0.1, but 0.75 is great. That's kind of your sustainable area. And 0.5 is also very good and sustainable. 0.25% of body weight per week is going to be kind of on the lower end, which isn't necessarily bad. It depends on your goals. So let's say you only need to lose 5 pounds total. Going at a 0.25 weight loss per week is not necessarily bad, because hey, you don't need to lose a lot of weight. So you want it to be more sustainable. So it depends on your goals, which if you have a call with me, we should talk through that, and we have probably talked through that. So that's kind of where we go from in terms of that. So it depends. Those numbers and the percentage of body weight you should lose per week is dependent on the deficit that I give you. So it depends on, okay, the standard is a 500 calorie deficit, but if someone is like, hey, that's too much in terms of calories, I'm not hungry at all, I feel like I'm eating too much, then we might go for more of a calorie deficit. But 500 is a general standard for losing weight, but we fluctuate, and dependent on that number is going to be dependent on how much percentage of body weight are you losing per week, if that makes sense. So that's kind of how those things go together, what you should see in terms of weighing yourself every week and what to look out for. Something to note is water weight, which I know y'all have probably heard this before. Water weight is a huge reason and factor in your weight changes on the scale. So it depends. There's so many reasons why water retention can be a thing, why you might be, 4 pounds heavier by the end of the day than you were at the beginning. So those are things to pay attention to. Women, especially premenopause, women who still have their cycle, it is super common for women with hormonal changes to be before their cycle starts to gain a ton of weight. Like it can be, I've heard people say like 10 pounds before their period, which is on the higher end, but it's very possible. And then they lose it as soon as it happens. So those are some other reasons hormonal changes can cause weight gain. So some other reasons could be, how much have you eaten today, especially before you digest it. That's why they say the best time to weigh yourself, the most accurate, is going to be in the morning. So be consistent with it. If you are tracking your scale, we want to weigh the same time of day to see kind of where we're at. So if it's in the morning, when you first wake up, that's going to be the most accurate to your literal body weight. But if you can only weigh yourself at the end of the day, that's fine too. Just make sure you keep doing it every day at the same time, just so we're not confused by water retention or how much you've eaten that day, how much you've drank, so on and so forth. But as far as weighing yourself goes, some people really focus on it a lot, and some people don't focus on it at all. And I think there's definitely a balance to it. And so I think what to pay attention to. The scale is important and it is very helpful. It is good for seeing where you're at, where your body is is it gaining a ton of weight? Are we staying the same? How are your clothes fitting? So it's not even just a number on the scale. It's a combination of your measurements. How are your goal reviews going at Steel? Are you losing weight in your waist? Are you gaining weight in your arms? Where is that weight gain going? If you are gaining weight on the scale and you are gaining weight in your waist, there's a very, very good chance that you are gaining fat. However, if you are losing fat or losing weight in measurements in your waist and you're staying the same on the scale, good chance that you are losing fat, but you're gaining muscle. So that's why the number has not shown that you've lost fat or weight on the scale. So it depends on your goals as well. Some people, if they have a lot of weight to lose and they want to lose a lot of weight, they will lose pounds on the scale and lose in measurements. And some people who don't have a lot of fat to lose, it'll be a slower process, or they might not see a big change in their weight on the scale at all, but their clothes fit completely different. Their measurements are looking good, and those are the things to pay attention to for your success in tracking that. So your trainer should be paying attention to that, and your facility leader should be paying attention to those numbers. So I think weighing yourself is a good skill and a good resource to have. However, it is not the golden rule for how healthy you are. It is not the golden rule for your success and your progress. So I understand, and I hear especially those women who are like, hey, I want to be lighter, but listen to the measurements, listen to your diet, how's your body feeling. Those things, especially measurements, are going to show your progress in a better way than the scale is by itself. So especially people who don't have a lot of fat to lose, don't focus so much on the number on the scale, especially if you've not done weight training before and if you don't have fat to lose. So yeah, pay attention to how your clothes fit, pay attention to your goal reviews, and if you have any questions, please ask me or ask your trainer facility leader. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to like and comment below. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know how we can help you, and we hope to see you guys in the gym soon. Bye.